to let him go.
He's a very nice fella, there's no question of that. I'm sure everybody knows you are a gentleman, and there's nothing wrong with that in business. Whether this is the last time that we're going to see each other in this process, it very much depends on how much weight I give to the fact that you did try.
Thank you.
That's Tom. If Lord Sugar likes you, your teammates are less likely to bring you back in again, because that would be a stupid thing to do. So Tom spent little effort talking other people down and spent more effort talking himself up, which is smart. Another path, of course, is to do like Jedi Jim.
Let's start at the beginning. Look at where Jim sits when he walks into the boardroom. Week 1, next to the project manager. Week 2, next to the project manager. Week 3, next to the project manager. Week 4, week 5, you get the idea.
He needs to be near them so that he can, well, you know exactly what he's doing here. I'm not scared of you. Ah! Oh, I don't know. All right, let's move on.
Leon, you have got to make a decision. What's your instinct? Who are you bringing back in?
I'd like to bring back Alex and Jim.
Alex and Jim.
Now, watch his Jedi mind tricks at their best.
Well, it's interesting that he chose myself and Alex. There's actually a few fall guys. Vincent fluffed his speech and I had to save the day, and I don't fluff speeches. Glenn designed the app that turned out to be crap.
Jim has done a sterling job throughout, and listen...
Well, then I'm not the person you should be bringing in if you agree that I've done a sterling job throughout, so you need to change your decision.
So on the basis of Jim's dealing here, do you want me to change? Is that...
I'm asking, you're the man, you're bringing in changes.
Change, Leon. Change.
I'm going to bring in Glenn.
You want to bring me back? I don't think you should. Because...
Listen, Glenn, I know...
It's done and agreed.
I know.
I don't what do you think, Jim?
The PM's made a decision. I highlighted who I thought who made flaws and made mistakes. He's chosen you.
He is good though, isn't he? He seems to draw power from the table itself. His hands never leave it. If you are going to play mind games like Jim though, just be aware that Lord Sugar may see through it.
Jim, you have this kind of manner, and some people might call it charisma, of getting people on your side and controlling the situation. Jim, you know, you do talk a great game, you are a great presenter.
May I speak, Lord Sugar?
No, you mustn't. Not anymore. I'm sick and tired of listening to you. See, I don't know what you're made of, mate. You know, is it brains or bollocks? Now, you can talk the hind legs off a donkey, OK? But what I've forgotten about bullshit, you ain't even learnt yet. Do you understand me? Yeah?
We've reached the critical point now, because the team leader has chosen his 2 least favourite people, who will be packaged as the 2 he thinks are responsible for the failure of the task. Which means you're at this point here, back out in reception. And when you're outside, Lord Sugar is having a bit of a natter with Karen and Nick. And they are talking about you, you know.
I think it's about time that both Leon and Tom actually stood up for themselves and started being a bit more manly, if I can.
Nick and Karen have been hiding in the shadows until now. This, however, is when you'll be hoping that they miss some of your mistakes.
No one has any money around here. Everyone seems so poor.
I've always said you need a sieve with Susan, because you have to work out what stuff is meaningful and what is meaningless.
Let's use this moment to think of ways to stand up for yourself. Susan's done that part very well. If you want to know how to avoid a firing, follow her lead. Up to this point, she's rarely spoken, sticking instead to her face of disbelief. But now Lord Sugar needs to know, why shouldn't I fire you? And for that, Susan's pulled out her 2 trump cards. Card 1.
I actually have my own business, and that is something that these 2 can't say for themselves. They've only ever worked for other people. They've never taken the initiative to work for themselves.
Fair comment, the mouse that roared.
That's it. Get him where it hurts. Now card 2.
I am 21 and I have had...
Stop using your
a full-
age. Doesn't make any
matter.
difference.
I'm saying,
We're all
when
in
you
this
when you
process
guys
together.
were 21, you didn't have the initiative to do anything that I have done so far.
If you have a trump card, make sure you play it, but be prepared for others to attack it.
It looks as if we're all trying to shoot Bambi.
Which one is Bambi, have you identified?
Susie is Bambi because her lack of contribution and her half-hearted
so
nature.
unfair.
It's not unfair, Susie.
Susan,
I wish it were unfair.
It was
but
actually
it's
Bambi's mother that got shot, just for your reference.
I honestly feel that they look at me and they think, young, naive, no experience. Let's pick on her. Let's get rid of her. She's an easy
I
target.
actually think,
That is
Susan,
exactly how I feel
Susan, that
every single time.
you're just marginally worse than Glenn. So I'm not picking on. I actually think
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to say
You
something.
are a different class, son. I've got a place for you in the House of Lords.
Luckily for Susan, her trump cards have worked.
Susan, I'm giving you another chance, okay?
This is it, everyone. Judgment time.
This is where the words are uttered. Those words that you don't want to hear.
You're fired. You're fired.
Thank you.
You're fired.
Look, I know that being told you're fired seems like the end, but even here, there are rules.
Felicity, you're fired.
Fired candidates must bow their heads in disbelief and then thank Lord Sugar for the opportunity.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for the opportunity, Lord Sugar.
Thank you for an amazing opportunity, Lord Sugar.
While they sit and wait for their taxi to come,
All right, off you go back to the house.
Lord Sugar sends out their old friends to console them. And while Lord Sugar reflects on why they weren't good enough to stay,
There's absolutely no way I could have started a business with her.
they get one chance for a final word.
As soon as I brought those two back in, they stabbed me in the back and just said that I was a bad project manager, which is completely going against what they just said minutes before.
She still didn't get it, did she? Anyway, now that they're out of a job, the really smart ones use this one last opportunity to push their CV.
I have 3 degrees, 1 BSc and 2 master's degrees. I also had successful businesses as well, so I'm sure I'll be successful in whatever I do.
Most of them, though, are too interested in leaving with their dignity.
I'm very surprised that Lord Sugar fired me.
They should just let bygones be bygones.
You know, I'm everything I think he's looking for, so if he's failed to spot that, then it's his loss.
Maybe Lord Sugar does know what he's talking about. Maybe you should just accept it.
I'm only 25. The world is my oyster. Roll with the punches.
Good for you. But you really don't want to be doing that speech. You want to be one of the 2 people going back to the house in the car. Because once you're back in that car, everything that was said in the boardroom is all forgotten.
What I said in the boardroom was true. That is how I feel.
If we hadn't decided on business acumen, I would have picked you because your business acumen's been really poor.
Meanwhile, back in the house, everyone puts in their penny's worth into whether or not you should return.
So it's back to that one, the buck has to stop with the PM.
I definitely hope Zoe's coming back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Edna seems to have had a few arrows shot at her. I think Susie's probably gone. Jim has been fired.
Don't be nervous about people's reactions when you get home. They'll pretend to be happy to see you whether they mean it or not. They know as well as you do that you all have to live in the house together for weeks to come.
I can't believe you went here.
And so those are the golden rules. That's what got us our Final Four on this year's show. And the only question remaining is, how was that? Oh, that's a tough crowd. Wow, I do not know how I'm going to bounce back from this one. I'm really disappointed. I'm young, the world is my oyster. I'm not going to lose my dignity here. I've got 3 degrees. I got a BSc and 2 masters. I run a successful business. So I think I'm going to be successful no matter what happens. Because I roll with the punches.
Next time.
Now it's time for you to convince me that you're worthy of becoming my business partner.
Time to hand over business plans.
If you don't know your own business plan, then you're in trouble.
But when the final 4 are grilled...
What's the business? You haven't got one error. It's full of errors.
I've got a pretty good read off of bullshit, and that smells like bullshit.
What impression does that give me of you? That you're a bit of an ass?
3 go up in smoke.
You're fired. You're fired.
And 1 gets the money.
You are going to become my business partner. You're hired.
The big reveal to come in the Apprentice final, Sunday at 9 on BBC One and BBC One HD. Thanks for those of us not in line for Lord Sugar's money. A big win on the National Lottery Friday night draws would be just the ticket. Fingers crossed.
I give you biscuits as the new popcorn.
Pop-squit.
I was once personally taught by Desmond Tutu and Dalai Lama.
You're fired.
I'm very strong, and yeah, I'm not bad looking. Is that an orange?
I don't know.
Can't wait to have a one-to-one with Lord Sugar.
You're fired.
I'm a natural-born businessman. You know, I've got a girlfriend. I should just become the apprentice.
You're fired.
I'm going to share a secret with you and with you.
You're fired.
The fear of failure drives me every single day. Because of the name of your business, is there somewhere where we would get a top hat from?
You're fired.
I absolutely love rugby. I am unstoppable.
You're fired.
I wouldn't gas about it. I'd get on with it.
It's a bit of a pickle.
You're fired.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Underneath these glasses is a core of steel.
Every dazzling, brilliant, virtuoso, magnificent and exceptional moment has led us to this. The Apprentice Final, Sunday at 9 on BBC One. Catch up on BBC iPlayer.